Hello and how are you? Welcome to our lesson today, and we're going to look at plants under the subcategory crops. What is a crop? A crop is a plant grown for its usefulness. And so farmers may grow crops for various reasons: food, sale, and feeding to the livestock, which we are going to discuss under the topic feeds. Types of crops. There are two major types of crops: food crops and cash crops. Food crops. These are crops which are grown and used at home for food. Food crops, if grown in excess, may be sold, but this, however, does not make them cash crops. Food crops are classified into cereals, legumes, tubers, vegetables, and fruits. Cereals. These are crops grown for their grains, which can then be ground into flour. They contain starch, and so are energy-giving foods, or so-called carbohydrates. The examples include wheat, maize, millet, sorghum, oats, rice, etc. Legumes. Legumes are crops whose seeds are found in pods. They are sources of proteins, and so they help in body building and body repair. Examples are beans, soya beans, French beans, black beans, green grams, groundnuts, cashew nuts, peas, cowpeas, etc.
It's important to note that legumes have root nodules. What are root nodules? These are swollen structures found on the roots. We shall discuss this in the coming units.
The third category, tuber crops. These are plants which store their food in swollen stems or swollen roots. Those which store their food in swollen stems are called stem tubers. For example, Irish potato, rhizomes, corms, and yams. On the other hand, those which store their food in swollen roots are called root tubers, and they include carrots, sweet potatoes, cassava, and arrowroots. Other root tubers are radishes, beetroots, turnips, and they are mostly used as vegetables. Just like cereals, some tubers can be dried and ground into flour. A good example is cassava. Most tubers are sources of energy to the body, and so are carbohydrates. Vegetables. Vegetables are crops whose leaves, roots, or fruits are eaten. Those whose leaves are eaten include kales, cabbages, onions,
lettuce,
spinach, and garlic. Those whose roots are eaten are beetroots, turnips, and radishes. Those whose fruits are eaten include cucumbers, tomatoes, capsicums, chilies, bitter gourds, pumpkins, brinjals, etc. Vegetables are sources of vitamins, and so they protect the body from diseases. Fruits. Fruits contain seeds inside. They are eaten raw and therefore must not be cooked. Examples: mangoes, apples, plums, pear, pineapples, lemon, pawpaw, bananas, melon, guava, grapes, oranges, passion,
tangerines,
etc. They are sources of vitamins, and so they protect the body from diseases. Apart from food crops, which we've discussed, we also have another category of crops called the cash crops. What are cash crops? Cash crops are those crops which are grown by farmers for sale. The crops are sold to the factories, which then use them to make other products. It is important to note that the final products of these crops may be eaten, but this does not make them food crops. A good example is tea, whose final product is used as a beverage, but tea is not classified as a food crop. Cash crops are categorized into beverages, fiber crops, and oil crops. We look at the beverage crops. These are crops whose seeds, leaves, fruits, seeds, etc. are processed to make drinks. The examples include coffee berries, which gives us coffee or kahawa. Tea leaves, which gives us tea. Cocoa seed, which gives us cocoa or chocolates. And then we have the barley, which gives us beer. Apart from the beverage crops, we also have the fiber crops. Such crops produce thread-like structures. Examples include sisal, cotton, flax, and palm tree. Their thread can be woven to make ropes, baskets, mats, clothes, sacks, etc. Let's see the use of a few of their products. Sisal makes ropes, mats, sacks, and baskets. Flax makes linen clothes. Cotton makes cotton clothes. And the palm makes mats, baskets, hats, thatching materials, the so-called makuti. Oil crops. These are crops which are used to make cooking oils and fats. The examples include sunflower, coconut, simsim, groundnuts, macadamia, avocados, cashew nuts, and maize, which is called corn.
Thank you for watching and welcome to our second unit on plants. In this unit, we are going to look at the weeds. Have you thought of what a weed is?